The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Jaguars in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action now. Jackson going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker in the kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quick. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Hurts. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a first carry for their fullback. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body, getting to him before he can get started.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that. So I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens are able to add on to their first-half lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never...
He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught. for a Ravens touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Hurts fumbles it. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They go play action with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. Here's Jackson to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakon. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. They go play action with Hurts.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And Ingram hauls it in.
He's got the first down and more.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word, because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson throwing for his running back. He's got him complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. A handoff as they run the counter play. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got it at the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught. Smith. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The offense on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And now here is another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 38 yards. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here we go.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
18, 5 here.
Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Come on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. To throw on 2nd and 6, Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Travis Jones makes a tackle. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Hard throw, incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards on the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he's got it in the end zone. Bit of a surprising call here, down by as many as they are, but the fake works, and they'll get 2 points closer instead of 1. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You score the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for the Ravens, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.